Hello everyone, welcome to the Dynamic World with Suraj. Today we are going to start a new topic, that is volcanism as a geomorphic process. So let us continue with the topic. First of all, we have to know about the geomorphic processes. So what is geomorphic process? The word geomorphic process is related with geomorphology, derived from the Greek word ge meaning earth, morphe is form, and logos means study. The geometric process is also known as terrestrial process. It is the combination of endogenic and exogenic processes on the earth and interior of the earth. Now, endogenic process. What is endogenic process? These are the processes which are caused by the Earth's interior forces. This force is created by the radioactive elements present in Earth's interior. Massive heat and pressure released during this radioactive decay, which leads to the formation of slow or sudden actions on the Earth's interior part. This force is responsible for the creation of different landform features and change of Earth's surface. This slow or sudden actions causes movement of crustal and oceanic plates, which leads to the folding, faulting, and bending of the Earth crust, and it is known as diastrophism. So all of you, endogenic process means all those processes which generally occurs inside the Earth's surface, and it mainly driven by the force, the endogenous force, and created due to the radioactive decay of some elements like iron, nickel, and so many other particles are also present. Other elements are also present there, and due to the decay of those elements the radioactive heat is actually produced, and which leads to the convection cell in the upper mantle portion. So let us continue to the next page. So here the chart is given about the endogenous processes. What type of endogenous processes are mainly found and occur inside the earth crust? So first of all, diastrophism. Then diastrophism is also divided into two types, that is slow movement and sudden movement. So in slow movement there are tectonic movement, isostatic movement, eustatic movement, and in tectonic movement it is further divided into apoerogenic movement, leads to upward or downward movement of the crustal plates or oceanic plates, and orogenic movement where the lateral or horizontal movement generally take place. It is also known as mountain building force, like compressional force known as mountain building force and tensional force. It leads to the creation of faults and block mountains around the world. Now next is sudden movement. So what are the sudden movements? Sudden movements like volcanism and earthquake, they frequently occurs around the earth crust or earth surface. We cannot predict them when or where it will occur. So let us move to the next page now. Sudden movement. So sudden movement, the sudden movements are suddenly created due to release of Earth's internal radiogenic heat energy. This heat cause formation of convection current in the asthenosphere, which is located in the upper mantle. In upper mantle, the substances are present in molten, viscous, or semi-liquid state, which are mainly uh, rock minerals. When sudden heat is released through these layers, the convection shell is created, and here suddenly strikes the convection shell. It generally strikes the lithospheric plates, and which leads to the formation of two types of geomorphic process. Those are earthquake and volcanism. So earthquake, it also a frequent process where suddenly shock waves are generated, and they moves in every direction from that particular point which is known as focus, and from that focus they move towards the epicenter, which is perpendicular to the focus at the surface of the earth, and from that point the surface waves are created, and which also causes huge destruction on the earth's surface depending upon the magnitude of the earthquake. Now next is volcanism. So volcanism is also a part of sudden movement, and volcanism occurs due to the convection current in the earth's interior part. So let us discuss about the volcanism. So volcanism as a geomorphic process. Volcanism, the sudden process leads to the creation of volcanism on the earth's surface. So it is a sudden process, and it also leads to the creation of volcanic eruption, volcanism on the earth's surface. So when the sudden heat is released as convection current on the earth's interior, it strikes the lithospheric plates. So the heat of the earth's interior also creates convection current on the on the asthenosphere, and when this convection current is created, it strikes the lithospheric plates. Okay, at that time it strikes lithospheric plates, and this force of convection causes formation of cracks and fractures on the crustal plates through which the molten magma rises upward. So when it strikes or hit the plates, at that time some cracks are created, some fractures are created due to the massive force of the convection, and that force leads to the formation of cracks and fractures, through which sometime what happens, the molten magma from asthenospheric layer rises upward. And when it rises upward through the pipe, okay, it actually get to the surface somehow, and it become volcanic eruption somewhere, and it also make the lava spread all over the surface. Okay, now let us continue with the para that this magma spread all over the surface near it and converted into lava. So it then solidified and become cool, okay, and at last it turned into some type of rocks in the earth's surface, like basaltic or granitic. So this type of rocks are created during after the volcanic eruption or volcanism take place. Okay, now due to volcanism, the volcanic vents are created deposition of hot lava simultaneously, and these vents create volcanic mountains. So this is the volcanic vent through which the volcanic lava are erupting or coming upward, okay, into the surface. So when this volcanic magma releases, it generally spread all over the surface, and after spreading all this lava or magma material, continuous deposition of magma takes place layer after layer. After this deposition, steep side slopes are created, okay, on the both sides of the vent, and continuously deposition of the magma materials leads to the formation of volcanic mountains. So volcanic mountains are created in this manner. Now let us move to the next part, that is slow movement or processes. So sometimes slow movements also leads to volcanic eruption or volcanic activities. Okay, so most of the volcanic activities are generally found along the plate margins or plate boundaries, and these margins generally create volcanism during convergence and divergence. So let us discuss about those processes. So most of the volcanic activities around the world takes place along the plate margins due to slow movement or processes. This convection current always push the crustal plates away from each other, causes divergence of plates. So when they generally pushes the plates away from each other, at that time the divergence occurs, like this picture here. The image of divergence is given here, where the plates are actually get apart from each other, and causes divergence of plates, and somewhere they come close to each other, causes convergence of the plate. So when they come closer to each other, like this here, the picture is showing the convergence of two plates, the lithospheric plates, continental and oceanic plates. Now during divergence, large quantity of acidic or basic lava come out into the earth's surface. Deposition of this lava in oceanic surface created mid-oceanic ridges due to successive deposition of the lava in layers in a new crust, and a new crust is formed here. So this boundary on the mid-ocean, this is actually known as the constructive plate boundary. Okay, so it is known as constructive plate boundary. On the other hand, there is destructive plate boundary, which is the boundary for convergence. Now on the other hand, during convergence, the heavy and bulky oceanic plates are submerged under the lighter continental plates, which are forced to rise upward, and subduction zone is created. So here the subduction zone is created, where the bulky continental plate, it is actually subsiding here, and this whole zone is known as subduction zone. It is also known as the Wadati Benioff zone. So what happened, on this type of plate boundary, the oceanic plate sinks and it melts due to huge heat and pressure of asthenosphere. During this process, huge quantity of magma also rises into the surface, leads to the formation of different kind of volcanic rocks like granite, basalt, etc., and chains of volcanic mountains or volcanoes are also created here, as well as new crust also. Here actually new crust never formed. Okay, crust is actually destroyed. For that reason it is known as uh, destructive plate boundaries. Okay, now this zone is also called Wadati Benioff zone, and this compression also leads to the formation of chains of folding mountains, faults, deep trenches, etc. So along the plate boundary, this type of plate boundary, the trenches are formed, mid oceanic trenches are formed, faults or block mountains are formed, as well as many folding mountains or folded mountains are also created on the sides of these type of boundaries. Like we can take the examples of Himalaya, Rockies, and these all these mountains are actually created during the process of convergence of plates. So thanks all of you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed my video, and for more information you can stay tuned. Okay, please subscribe to my channel and also like and share my videos. Thanks all of you. Bye, take care.